Heat test, HERO13 with Sun Shield and fan and Hypersmooth stabilization turned on.
Good day folks, Don here from 3VR Powersports. Over the last several weeks I've been conducting heat tests on action cameras, primarily to test the effectiveness of the 3VR Powersports Sun Shield with fan. And up until now I have been using stationary mounts, which is where they really come into play when the camera is not moving and in direct sunlight. Solar radiation is just a killer on electronics. So the Sun Shield with fan has really helped that. Been able to run at 1080p 30 frames a second in temperatures up to 105 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 41°C, without the camera shutting down. But with stationary applications, stabilization and GPS really are meaningless. But there is a particular situation where stabilization comes into play, and that's anglers. They'll be out fishing a hot spot where they are not moving, however the boat's rocking, and so stabilization becomes useful. So how do I test that? Well, I've come up with this little test rig. I call it Basic Overwater Test Equipment, or BOAT, named it the Minnow, and have it here in this pan of water with a rotating bob weight that makes it rock back and forth, and you can see it precesses, that is, it turns around at the same time. Temperatures have dropped out of the triple digits all the way down into the 80s, so I upped the resolution and frame rate to 4K30, and Hypersmooth is on, so let's see how it performs. Okay, we've been running about 2.5 hours. Let's do a temperature check here. We are at a very comfortable 122 degrees. Air temperature is 87 degrees. So I am going to swap the battery from the lipstick battery to the flat pack on the heat shield. I didn't start here because I didn't want the fan to run out of power before the test was over. I can run about 5 hours with this 5,000 milliamp battery, so I'll switch it over and get the test going again. So let's let that run for a while. Okay, we've been running a little over 4 hours, 4.25, and let's give a temperature check here. We are at 127, so it's holding at 87 degrees ambient air, but the sun is well past its peak, so I feel confident they will continue to run for the rest of the day. So pretty good performance. Okay, let's call that a wrap. The camera ran for about 6.5 hours. So to recap, the camera video was set at 4K 30 frames per second. Hypersmooth was on. GPS was off, of course. And the air temperature throughout the day stayed pretty constant at 87 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little over 30 degrees C. So overall, I would say that the Sun Shield with fan performed very well.